So welcome back to the program.
Thank you for inviting me.
Well, I want to know your reaction to what your delegation in Washington has been hearing and saying to the U.S. administration regarding these phone tapping allegations, particularly that of Chancellor Merkel's phone.
Well, we think that this is not acceptable, of course, and I ask for the understanding of our friends in the United States of America. We belong to the same community of values, and in this community of values, the right balance between security and privacy is necessary. And I think what has happened in the last years cannot be accepted by Germany and by many other European partners.
And Foreign Minister, you've obviously been talking personally to your Chancellor. What is her personal reaction to this phone tapping of her cell phone?
I think her reaction was very sovereign. I think it was on the one hand relaxed. On the other hand, I mean, everyone could see that she was disappointed. And it's not only because of herself. It is because that we have the reports about many others in our country. I mean, we do not only protect the privacy of our Chancellor, we want to protect the privacy of our citizens. And I think this is in our mutual interest, and this is part of our common values, which brings us together as Western world and as Western alliance.
Has the U.S. now assured you that this tapping will stop, at least of the Chancellor's phone?
I cannot go into details. That's not my business here in this interview. We addressed our message in a very clear and in a very frank way. I understand that it is necessary to fight against terrorism, but you cannot fight terrorism by taping the Chancellor's cell phone.
So are you satisfied with what you heard from the White House, from the administration?
I think it would be a confidence-building measure if a delegation from Washington is now coming to Berlin and to the other European capitals to explain what has happened and to find ways how we can restore the confidence which has been damaged between our nations.
Well, you're skillfully skirting what I'm directly trying to ask you. So let me ask you this. Do you think your phone has been tapped?
I cannot exclude it, but I'm prepared to everything.
How is this going to affect German-US relations now, medium term and long term?
I mean, for the long-term partnership, one thing is for sure, we are not only partners, we are really good and close friends. And we should not ignore the deep roots between our countries and the excellent relations and the friendship between our political leaders and especially between the peoples of our nations. So I think it is on us together now to find ways how we can build a new bridge, a new transatlantic bridge, which is necessary because just imagine the German intelligence service would have done what we got reported out of Washington here about the intelligence activities in Berlin and in other European countries. I think we all can imagine what kind of reactions we would have on the Hill in Washington. And so I think it is necessary now to find ways to restore and to resurrect the confidence between our countries.
Well, is Germany spying on the United States? And if not, why not? Obviously, I ask you this because many are saying this should be a wake-up call for Germany as you become a more and more important power. You're the third biggest power right now, the dominant power in Europe, and that perhaps you also ought to enlarge your, let's say, espionage, surveillance activities.
It's a difficult question what you're asking the German foreign minister at the moment. I can only quote what the head of our intelligence agency just said in public, that we do not do this kind of activities against members of the government in the United States of America.
Well, let me ask you about fallout beyond the diplomatic, because it's already being raised by Germans, by other Europeans. For instance, our German politicians and the EU vice president, the EC vice president, has said that the US-EU free trade agreement could be in jeopardy. Your politicians have called for it to be suspended, put on ice for the moment. Is that something that's going to happen?
There is a discussion about this in our public debates, but I do not support this proposal. I think these TTIP, how is it called, our transatlantic trade agreement, which we are negotiating at the moment, is in our mutual strategic interest. The Western world will benefit from this agreement, and therefore I think we should continue with this negotiation, so I do not support this kind of proposals.
Foreign Minister Westerwelle, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you so much.